All right, I guess we are live now and my screen is visible as well. So, although this is not going to be just about the screen because I am also here. My name is Shoaib if you are joining us for the first time. This is our PMC Lounge live session, which we try our best to do every week, every Friday, basically. To definitely subscribe. And our focus on the channel has been about project management concepts, trying to explain the concepts of project management in the simplest way possible. And these concepts are going to help you with your studies if you're preparing for certifications, professional certifications like PMP, ACP, and whatnot, CAPM, right? Scrum related certifications as well. If you are studying project management at a university level, our videos are going to help you out. Check out our playlist section if you want to know more. But on these live sessions, we try to sort of keep things relaxed a bit, and we try to talk about a real life application of project management, right? So the concepts that we are studying, right, all those theoretical concepts, of course they have significant use in practical life as well, and that's what we try to go over on our live sessions. So today I have something which stays true to its name, which is about how you can use project management in real life. But before we go there, you can grab a snack or some water. Hydration is the key, right? This slide basically talks about an introduction of who I am. Our live sessions, they typically follow a three-part structure. So we have the welcome, and then we have the feature content, and then we have the last call where we tie things down. So these are the three parts or three sections of the live stream. As you can see, we are right now in the welcome section. I'm just sort of warming things up, and I hope you are ready for an engaging and insightful session today. Let me share a quick word about pmclounge.com. Whether you're joining us live for the first time or catching the replay, just a heads up, PMC in PMC Lounge stands for Project Management Certifications. So we are all about PMP and other project management related certifications. However, there's more to us than just exam, right? There's definitely more to us. We are your go-to source for staying updated on the latest in the project management industry. We talk about industry trends, reports, and all other good stuff. Actually, recently we did a video where we talked about the PMI salary survey report, and we talked about what are the countries where project managers work the most and what are the countries there where project managers work the least, and we listed down 10 countries for each. So that's a good video, a lot of good feedback on that. Check that out as well. Now, our mission has always been to simplify project management, breaking down complex topics into easily understandable language. We are also active on all the socials, so definitely give us a follow, especially on our Telegram channel, so that you stay updated and you stay in the loop. Before we get into the feature content, remember the three sections that we have for our live sessions. We are still in the welcome section. I just wanted to sort of have this quote here so that you can ponder over it. Failure is simply the opportunity to begin again, this time more intelligently. This is said by Henry Ford, of course, the legendary, the iconic Henry Ford, who came up with the Ford Motors. He was the person who started it. And let me know, what do you think about this quote, right? Do you think this applies to project management as well? Let me know in the comments, and let's dive into the content for today's live session. And as I mentioned, today we are talking about how you can project manage your life. We are going to explore how you can use project management strategies to bring more organization and accomplishment into your personal life. So just as you efficiently manage, tasks and activities and projects at work, can you apply some of those techniques on your personal life as well and be more effective? That's what we are going to be talking about today. So let's kick things off. Let's talk about the importance of productivity at work versus your personal life as well. Now, as I was saying, many of us are already adept. We are already project managers or project management professionals, right? We already know how to deal with stuff at work. But let's talk about how you can manage your personal lives as well. Or, as I was saying, project manage your personal lives as well. So, it might get a bit chaotic, right? Our personal time. It can often feel like a juggling act. We may have numerous tasks and commitments. So, that's something that you need to basically manage. And here's an example, right? Common feelings of being scattered at home, for instance, for many of us, let's say our weekends and our evenings, even on weekdays, they are filled up with, chores for home, running errands, and sometimes maybe scrolling social media, Netflix, and whatnot. Now, if you look at it, most of this, especially the scrolling social media and Netflix and surfing the web sort of things, these are not productive work at all, right? You are not using your time productively if you are involved in all this. So you might be feeling busy, but you are not necessarily achieving anything with the such activities, except for maybe the errands and the chores that I talked about. So this is where I think if you apply project management strategies, and these are the strategies which we already use at work, right? So you're already aware of these strategies. If you apply them, you can streamline your personal life as well. So let's talk about how you can do this, how you can start. Where should you start? So the first thing to do is you have to schedule weekly planning time. This is the most effective strategy, right? This is actually one of the most effective strategies that I have also personally implemented in my life. I basically dedicate 30 minutes every Friday evening to basically look over my next week, right? I schedule stuff and I note things down. I use tools about it, which we will talk later on in this video itself. So at our work, when we are working on projects, we plan stuff, right? If you're working on traditional project management, you already know you plan the work and then you work the plan. Even if you're working in a scrum and agile environment, you at least have a plan for next 2 weeks if your sprint is 2 weeks long, right? So there's a lot of planning that goes through when it comes to our professional lives. Why not plan your personal lives as well? For next 1 week, right? Sit down on a Friday. If required, send yourself a calendar invite after office hours, and then sit down on a Friday and plan what you are going to do in the next 1 week. Try to give dates also. Monday I'm going to be doing this, Thursday I'll be doing this, Friday there's a birthday of one of my friends and I should ensure that I will make him a call, right? Stuff like this. So you need to schedule this planning session with yourself so that you can plan out your entire week. That's something that I have done for past several years, and I think this has helped me a lot. Now, the second thing here is you have to focus on both small and large tasks. I just gave you some example, but when you are doing this planning, right, on the Friday, you have to address everything from, it could be a small task like I just mentioned. Maybe you have to give a call or drop a message to one of your friends who has a birthday in the coming week, or you might have to get your car fixed or car serviced, right? You might have to take your car out and get it serviced. So all of this should go in your next week's schedule, and that's something that you need to plan for ahead. So when you're planning both small and large tasks, you can start each week with a clear sense of direction and purpose. You already have 7 or 8 tasks that you need to accomplish as part of this week. And I'll tell you how it helps. It helps you out when you are scrolling social media or you're wasting your time on Netflix, and you open up the schedule that you have, the plan that you have made for the week, and that's when you realize, oh, I have a lot of work to get done, and I am just wasting my time here. And that's where you will stop wasting your time and you'll focus on the tasks. You will get things done. So that's something that you can look into. Some of the example I have here, one of the example that I have here is weekly calendar invite, which I talked about. You can use a recurring calendar invite to yourself on your personal calendar, of course. And this invite is for the planning session, right? This invite is for you with yourself, and it's a crucial part of my routine for sure. And it helps me transition smoothly into the weekend, and it also reduces any kind of stress. And it also, when it comes to last minute planning and all, if I have to, let's say, take my car for service, I already know that this is something that I have planned for Wednesday, and I'll try to keep rest of my Wednesday a bit freer, because I already know I need to take my car out on a Wednesday, and I plan my week accordingly. So that is an example. Make sure you schedule some time with yourself so that you plan out your week and you can focus on both small and large tasks. Let's talk about some of the tools or some of the techniques that you are already aware of that you can use in your real lives as well. So we have Kanban and Scrum frameworks. So you can adopt project management framework like let's say Kanban. It is incredibly useful. You might already be aware of the Kanban boards. We've talked about Kanban at length. uh, you can check those videos out. By the way, the first video that I talked about on this live session was 10 countries where project managers work the most and 10 countries where they work the least. I will be adding links to all these videos in the description below, so you will find links to this video where project managers work the most and least, and this video where we've already talked about Kanban boards. So you already know what Kanban boards are. They basically provide you a visual representation of tasks, and it shows the status and progress of those tasks, right? So for long term projects, like let's say you want to decorate or you want to plan an event, a Kanban board can definitely help you track your progress. So if it's a big event, if you want to plan a birthday party or whatever, right, and there will be a lot of different tasks associated with that, you can create a Kanban board of sorts. And it need not be a physical board. It can be something on your computer. It can be something on one of the tools that I'll be talking about perhaps in the next slide itself, where you can list down all these related tasks that you need to perform to plan out the birthday party. And then you can figure out which of these tasks are complete and which of these are not. And that way you can basically manage your personal commitments as well. The next thing is, obviously, both of these, just I mentioned, they do provide visual task management. Kanban board has like three columns: to do, in progress, and done. And the visual setup will help you see at a glance where each task stands, and if there's something that might need attention as well. Let's talk about Scrum principles also, right? So if you follow the Scrum framework, it basically focuses on short sprints, right? 2 week sprints is what Scrum focuses on. A lot of people do 2 weeks, a lot of people do 3 weeks, a lot of people do month-long sprints as well, 4 week long sprints. So you can, if there's something that requires a Scrum approach, maybe you're planning a family vacation, right? And you need to coordinate with a lot of different people, your siblings, your parents, and whatnot. And maybe you can do regular check-ins. That's something that you can take away from Scrum, right? So it can be applied on the Scrum framework can be applied on your personal projects as well. And these kind of check-ins and even reflection sessions, if you are really into Scrum, they can help keep everyone aligned, and they are going to ensure that all the tasks that are required for, as an example, a family vacation, all of them are moving forward smoothly if you do check-ins and whatnot. So that's something that you can take away when it comes to Scrum principles for family projects or larger projects, right? Let's also talk about how you can break down projects into smaller tasks, which I think we've already talked about. We've taken an example of a family vacation, we've taken an example of a birthday party, and this is the key, right? It's crucial to break down, because that's where effective project management comes into the picture. Effective project management is breaking down larger projects into smaller and manageable tasks. So this approach prevents overwhelm and makes it easier to estimate how long the tasks are going to take. So here's another example. Let's say your project or the task that you have at hand for this week is to clean the kitchen. And this is not something that only the women folk are responsible for, right? Men should also clean the kitchen. So if cleaning the kitchen is part of your project, or is basically the project that you have for this week, a task that you have noted down for this week, you can break it down into further activities. Like, you can uh, let's say what you can wipe the counters, you can do the dishes, you can clean the fridge, you can clean the shelves and whatnot, right? So breaking a large project down into smaller manageable tasks, that's what effective project management is all about. So that's something that you can definitely apply on your personal activities and personal projects, like cleaning the kitchen. So you can also organize by dependency, or you can also organize by deadline as well. So if you organize tasks that are based on their dependencies or deadlines, you can tackle them in a logical order. And this is also going to avoid procrastination, because you already know that if I don't do this, two of my dependent tasks are also not going to be completed. So there's less chance of you procrastinating, and there's even lesser chance of you not completing that activity and instead scrolling social media or watching Netflix, right? So this method is going to help you stay on track, and it makes it easier to see progress. This approach is also, you can apply on your personal chores and your roles, because this approach is also valuable for managing various roles even in your personal life. That's what I meant when I talk about personal chores and roles, right? So you can be a parent, you can be a caregiver, you can be a boyfriend, a husband, whatever, right? You need to map out and break down the responsibilities associated with each role, that you manage your time and responsibilities more effectively. This is very, very important. Now we are getting serious project management sort of stuff in our personal life, right? So if you are a parent, what are your roles and responsibilities, right? If you're a husband, what are your roles and responsibilities? And that's something, even if you don't jot it down, if you have a fair idea of what all you need to get done, you will anyways have the tasks and the activities and the personal projects that you need to take care of. So that is also very, very important. It helps it helps you come up with the projects, it helps you come up with planning those projects, it helps you come up with dependencies or deadlines that you may have based on your roles that you are playing in your personal life. Now, I have been talking about tools that you can use. There are project management software that you can use, of course. There are tools like, these can be great asset to manage your personal tasks. So if you already use a project management software at work, you can try to apply it on your personal life as well. So there's tools like Microsoft To Do. That's my most favorite and most used app on my phone, on my computer, anywhere I go. Microsoft To Do, I cannot live without it. I don't know where I'm going if I don't have Microsoft To Do. It's perhaps the first app that I see every morning, and it's perhaps the last app that I see every night. So Microsoft To Do is there. There's Asana. There's Trello. These are the kind of apps that you can make use of to track tasks, set deadlines, and you can obviously stay organized. So these are something that some of the tools that we talked about. As I mentioned, Microsoft To Do is excellent for jotting down tasks on the fly and keeping track of what all needs to be done. And when I said, I plan out the entire week on a Friday, that's precisely what I do. I open up Microsoft To Do, I jot down what all tasks I need to get done for this week, and I even try to add deadlines to it, like this should be done by so and so date. And I also try to add the number of hours or the kind of time that a certain task is going to take. So I do all of that. I try to do all of that on a Friday, and that's why I use Microsoft to do a lot. You can do so. You can use other tools that we've talked about. One of the things that I've seen is people also use physical Kanban board as an alternative, because some people don't necessarily like using apps to manage their personal life, right? So if you prefer something that is more tactile, you can consider using a physical Kanban board with post-it notes as well. This is definitely more satisfying, and it's a much more effective way to visualize and track the tasks that you need to get done. And I'd like to talk about one of my personal experiences here. So when all of us were working from home during the pandemic, it's been like 1.5 year, and as a team we decided that in a team building activity, all of us are going to show basically a photo of our workplace, right? So how we have created a workplace for us at home. So everyone was showing their photos of their workplace, and for one of the fellow project managers, I saw that he was using a physical Kanban board. So there was actually to do, in progress, done, sort of three columns, and he had post-its, and those post-its had all the stuff written on whatever that he was supposed to get done for a week. And sometimes he also used red colored post-its, just in case there were certain tasks which were lagging behind, so their status was red. So people use project management concepts to that level, right? So they are even color coding the tasks that are that are maybe lagging behind. So that's something that is a takeaway for you. You can use digital software, digital tools, or you can also use physical Kanban board to track the activities and your personal projects. Now, this is obviously going to improve your personal productivity. If you implement project management principles in your personal life, it can significantly enhance your productivity. And with better organization, you will find yourself getting more done, and you will be feeling more accomplished. This also results in an enhanced work life balance. One of the things that I keep saying is, for people who say that their work life balance is a total mess, that's because at work they are getting a lot of things done, but at life they are not able to get a lot of things done. At life they are not able to plan their chores, they are not able to plan and act according to the roles that they are playing in their personal life. And at life, what they're at work they are doing great, they are rock stars there, but at life they are wasting their time on social media and Netflix. And if you do not do that, if you do not fall for it, and if you try to project manage your personal life as well, you will get a lot done in your personal life also. And that's where you will feel true work life balance, because you're getting a lot done at work, you're getting a lot done at life as well. And I'm not saying not take offs and not take vacations and not relax and chill and Netflix and chill and whatever, right? You do that as well, but if you get stuff done in your personal life, you will definitely feel much more enhanced work life balance. That's what you are going to basically experience. So if you manage personal tasks effectively, you are definitely going to reduce stress, and you are going to have more time and energy for both your personal as well as professional activities. And finally, this also increases focus on your professional projects, because you're getting so much done in your personal life also. Your overall mood is great, you feel great, you feel that you have accomplished a lot of stuff, and you can obviously increase your focus on professional projects, right? So if you have a structured approach at home, it can free up mental space, it can free up bandwidth, and it is going to allow you to focus more effectively on your professional projects and responsibilities as well. So I hope you're getting value out of this. Each of these strategies, they can help you become more organized and productive, and I would definitely urge you, I would encourage you to try out these methods. none of this is impractical. None of this is not something that you don't already do on your professional projects. So try and make use of this by bringing some level of organization and planning to your home, to your personal life, to your on your personal projects, right? You are going to find feeling more accomplished and definitely much less stressed. And before I dive into Lounge Access that you see on your screen, I hope you found some good nuggets in this live stream. And definitely go ahead and drop a like to let me know. I'm curious, what are your thoughts on the topic that we have discussed today? Do you use any of the tools that I talked about? Do you use any of the project management strategies on your real life projects, on your real life activities? Let me know in the comments. I would love to know uh, your experience with this. Now you can obviously get in touch with me if you want to talk to me. We have this initiative called Lounge Access. You can discuss your career goals and you can get your questions answered around the PMP certification, the project management career path. If you want to jump into project management, we can discuss everything. You can head over to pmclounge.com/access to book a slot. So definitely take advantage of this opportunity. It is aptly titled Lounge Access because remember, we are PMC Lounge, right? So here's a testimonial from Alimul who passed his PMP exam. Please definitely drop your feedback. It keeps us stay motivated. It keeps us going. Head over to pmclounge.com/write. Thank you very, very much. And that's all that we had in this video. Definitely let me know in the comments what are your takeaways from this video. What all are the strategies that you are going to apply on your personal life projects as well. If you like our work, consider contributing by heading over to pmclounge.com/contribute. Keep learning, check out our other videos, like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next